Yo, I love every chance we can get to talk about Asmongold because it is never anything short of divisive. And yesterday, homie brought the spice when it came to his thoughts and his opinions on Palestine. So welcome back to Words Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idle, and yeah, X ain't been kind, or at least a certain type of individuals with ridiculous political beliefs ain't been too kind to Asmongold over the last 24 hours, which is wild because honestly, nothing he said was wrong. And of course, he did come out and apologize. It was just insane because his whole view has always been never apologize. The apology is insane. But before we even get to the apology, before we get to what people are saying, why don't I go ahead and show you, in case somehow you missed it, what he actually did say. Before we get into it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. And guys, this rant was a thing of beauty.
If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now.
Based. Where's the lie? Like, that is 100% accurate, and we are only 9 seconds in. Okay, let's let the man cook.
So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide
What about cry from the river to a sea, perhaps?
that's baked into their laws are getting genocided? I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way. They'd be doing the same thing.
Again, homie, I have literally the exact same thoughts. Now, Leon, what are your nuanced thoughts on Israel versus Palestine? I don't fucking care at all, dude. I don't give a shit. You wanna know what I give a shit about? Stop sending either of them money or weapons or supplies or anything. Just let them fucking kill each other. I don't give a good goddamn. Eggs is $10 at Costco. I don't give a fuck about Israel and Palestine. Let them murder the shit out of each other. Best man, or in this case, I guess worst man, I don't know, wins. Who fucking cares?
And how much did they kill? As many as they can. They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons. But
again, is he wrong? Why did he apologize? So far, he is batting 1,000.
if they did, they'd be doing the same thing. That's it. Just takes enough. That's right. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity.
Bingo, bango, bongo, it is quite literally an inferior culture. Remind you, this is the culture that decided, now granted, with the help of the United States, decided to take a couple of planes and fly them into some skyscrapers, just a few years ago, 21 years ago, give or take, and, yeah, I don't know if a lot of folks have forgotten about that. I know you love your LGBTQIA made-up nonsense for Palestine, but just remember, they don't want you as part of your fight. They would have thrown you off the roofs of those crumbling skyscrapers if they'd gotten their chance. Again, he is not wrong about anything thus far. It is 100% an inferior culture. But, again, X is throwing a fit because the virtue signal is worth the clout or points or whatever it is, I guess.
And it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways. It is that simple. No, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't care. I don't.
Bingo, bango, bongo. Again, it hits the nail on the head. And by the way, if people try to, this is racist. This is racist. No, he didn't bring up the race at all. The culture is inferior. You know what? I don't care if you're white or brown or whatever. All Muslim culture is inferior. At least those are my opinions. But and by the way, of course, you got folks trying to come after his channel, his revenue streams, all of his other businesses, trying to get him kicked off of Twitch, which, to be fair, Twitch is a cesspool anyway. This is an outright advocacy for genocide of Arabs. It's not an advocacy for it. He's saying he doesn't fucking care. And you know what? I don't think too many good goddamn of us that actually have real lives and are going through real shit, and again, trying to pay for gas and pay for groceries and just make sure we got enough pocket change to take our kids to see a fucking movie at the end of the week, just so they can have something to do to remind themselves that there's some goodness and some happiness and brightness in the world. They need not be focusing on all the negative. This is not an advocacy. This is an apathy. And you know what? most of us are pretty apathetic to it as well, on both sides of the fence, whether it be the Palestinians, the Israelites. I just don't fucking care. How is this not a bannable statement on Twitch? It shouldn't be a bannable statement, and thus far Twitch hasn't made any announcements, so that's good. But by the way, that's not all he said. And we got Capri Sun Papi here. Asmon continues to call Palestinians barbaric. Oh, you mean he continues to speak the truth? Alright, go off. What's he got to say here? Let's go.
And you know what else is disgusting? That people in the West that enjoy more privileges and freedom than anywhere else in the world romanticize their behavior or their lifestyle as anything other than barbaric.
I mean, again, where is he wrong? The amount of privilege that you have, the fact that you have a First Amendment to allow you to speak such tomfoolery, is an irony that is entirely lost on these troglodytes. But here's how the general reception has gone. At least, again, the general reception from morons like Brett with a fucking watermelon in his bio, as if that's gonna magically change the world. Hey, Twitch support. He's tagging Twitch. Homie is straight up trying to get him excised from the platform. This is incredibly racist hate speech. It's not, but Twitch support. There's absolutely no way you would allow this kind of rhetoric to be said about Israelis, nor should you. This is disgusting and should be removed from the platform immediately. Why? Because you don't like it? Because you find it subjectively disgusting? Brett, shave. Wash your hair. Everyone wants to get on Asmongold in front of her showering and whatnot, but I can tell that anyone that's got a caricature of themselves looking like, you know, what's his name, the Dane Cook character or whatnot, like, dude, no. Take a shower, shave, go get laid, whatever you gotta do. Maybe don't worry about what some Twitch streamer you got no affiliation with has to say on a conflict that you have no actual vested interest in. Those are just my thoughts on that. But then we got my boy Hayden here. Hayden pointing out that, yes, they're also coming for his companies. Not just him, not just his Twitch channel, but they're coming for his companies now. So yeah, they're dropping Asmon because he doesn't stand with terrorists. What a fucking world. Tell us how running a business under their regime works out for you. Again, based comment. Hayden's the man with a plan. I am no longer partnered with Starforge Systems PC. I have requested that my code be removed from usage after a year of partnership due to the comments made by Asmongold, who is one of the owners. I have Muslim friends from that region, and I cannot represent that product after this. Oh, good for you! Pat yourself on the back, you stupid son of a bitch. Oh, I've got friends in that region. Oh, yeah? I won't lie. I hope your friends are doing well. I hope that they haven't blown up any children recently, or I hope they haven't had their children blown up recently. But by the same token, we got bigger shit going on over here. You were in such a beautiful first world that you were lucky enough to be sponsored by Starforge Systems PC. Go ahead, remove your code. Like, do what you can to minimize getting that. What you could be doing is taking the money you get from being sponsored, maybe donating it to a charity that you believe in. You know, maybe something that does help these people through your own free will. I don't want the government. I don't want our U.S. American government sending any sort of aid or money to either side. But if you on a personal level want to do it because it's something you feel passionate about, go for it. But nah, instead you would just rather virtue signal and say, "Oh, I'm gonna take my code away." We got Yassine Syed here, man. OTK Network, I cannot speak today. Y'all really okay with this being a representation? Fuck Asmongold. You're going after his competitive gaming company now? Is there anything that isn't sacred to you individuals? Again, oh, what a shock! Not a watermelon in the bio, another anime profile picture. What is it? These people that support Palestine not being, being too cowardly to show their real faces in every instance. And you know what? OTK is not going to suffer from this. Asmongold is not going to suffer from this. But then he did the bitch move thing. And he apologized. Looking back on it, I was way too much of an asshole about the Palestine thing. My bad. Now, I do kind of like the apologies. He's like, look, I was too much of an asshole, which implies there's a line to have been written like, hey, I could have just been the right amount of asshole, and then things would have been fine. Of course, no one deserves to have their life destroyed, or if they do things, or they do things or have views I find regressive. Even if they do things or have views I find regressive, you guys deserve more than me saying stupid shit like that. I'll do better. I don't lie. No. No, everything you said was 100% right, and let's be real, this apology ain't gonna do shit. All this apology is gonna do is take individuals that did respect you for your non-compromising, non-apologetic views and say, oh, look at him, he's bitch made now. And the people that you pissed off initially with your honest thoughts, this ain't gonna fucking win them back if they were ever fans to begin with. I mean, these are the same people that made memes calling you a Zionist cockroach and whatnot. Like, yeah, no, I'm gonna be real. This is bitch made. Now, to be fair, I've always said never to apologize, but I've also done apologies before, but never for any like moral reason or anything like that. It's like, oh, I got some information wrong in one of my videos, I'll apologize in the next video and do a correction. I'm not actually sorry in that, like, oh man, I made some huge moral quandary. It's like, no, it's just an honest apology. Like, hey, sorry guys, made a mistake on that. You should have the correct information. Like it's just more of a personal accountability sort of thing, because I think that everyone should hold themselves personally accountable. But in this instance, what do you gotta have hold yourself personally accountable for? Nothing, because you did nothing wrong. So the apology is bitch made. But then we got Dextro here, and this will be the last thing we cover in this regard, because Dextro usually going pretty lefty. Like I've used some Dextro articles before, and they very much say some ridiculous shit. But even they put racist in quotation marks. Now, we're not going to go over the beginning of this because it just covers what we already talked about. However, the end, Twitch streamer Hassan also spoke directly with Asmongold on a broadcast to challenge his view. Oh my, because that's what we all want to watch. Hassan, the biggest grifter on the internet, who absolutely has an implicit bias in this, is like, oh yeah, go ahead, listen to Hassan's point of view. Let's have a dialogue with him. Bro, that's like taking the used car salesman's advice without asking any question whatsoever. If you want to, I guess go for it, but you are fucking retarded and you deserve everything that happens to you after you buy that car that's being held together with duct tape and prayers. He advised Asmon to become more educated in this subject before addressing it, specifically by speaking to real people with knowledge and experience of the conflict. Why? Knowledge or experience of the conflict is not going to change, at least it shouldn't change his opinion. You want to know why? He's in America. We're American. We got our own shit going down, so who gives a fuck what's going on from the river to the sea? Like, I truly could not care less. Also, let's see, there's, did it say on here? Either way, it looks like, so OTK and all the, and Twitch, neither of which have made any sort of, statement. Nothing about a ban, nothing about his, his company going away, nothing about him stepping back, anything to that effect. I mean, look, This is a really weird sort of thing to have blown up, because in my opinion, Asmongold has said far worse. I don't know why Israel and Palestine is such a contentious subject for individuals here in America when we got so much more shit going down. This is the weirdest thing for folks to get triggered over. It makes no sense. Like, you're not a part of either. You're not, now, if you are Israeli or if you are Palestinian, then by all means, you can probably have some opinions on what Asmongold had to say. But also, if you're Israeli or if you're Palestinian, you probably also got more going down in your life than sitting around watching Asmongold videos. So, yeah, I don't think that any of the opinions that we heard in these little X posts today are from those individuals caught in any sort of conflict zone. I'm just going down on a wild guess and saying that's the case, or that's not the case. But if you're an American, why the fuck do you care? Like in all reality, why the fuck do you care? And we can extend this to other. Why the fuck do you care about Ukraine or Russia? Why the fuck do you care? Like, dude, the only thing you should care about is that our money, our taxpayer dollars, stop being sent there. You should care about the fact that, the FEMA money, the $750 that you have to have a loan, that's effectively a loan that you have to apply online, that these hurricane victims might get, is being overshadowed by $8 billion going to Ukraine. You should have opinions on that, because that's fucked up. Not whether or not some fucking streamer who has been playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero for the last several days said some based and objectively correct shit about some shithole fucking country. But those are just my opinions. Let me know yours in the comments down below, or let me know on X, where you can find me at Bolt the Word. And please do subscribe. I am a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. Not always about what's going on with creator and streamer drama, but when it gets this political and when it's from somebody that, usually has a pretty uncompromising position, it's worth talking about. But that being said, I usually cover things like anime, movies, music, magic, Magic the Gathering, you name it. Check me out on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon and become a member for $4.99 a month. You can join the Discord, choose the articles I go over on a day-to-day basis, choose the videos I react to on my Friday night live streams, and of course, get involved with over 130 other vital idols. We are a bright, beautiful, glowing, vibrant community that cannot wait to grow even further because we do care about diversity. Only one kind of diversity of thought. If that's interesting to you, join the Discord, hit subscribe, and until next time, it is all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.